I'm launching the quiz, guys. You can see the poll on your screen, okay? And you can just start answering these questions. It's a optional, objective questions. You can select the correct answer, okay? So you can start, guys. Everyone has to participate in this poll. Okay, if it is first class, that will be fine, no issues. But those who already attended the sessions, 2 sessions, right? So please participate in this poll. It's mandatory for everyone. In case if you join today, then you can ignore it, no issues. You can see the questions on your screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Done, done, done.
Not clearly. Yes, sir.
Not clearly means how you're able to see.
Like small screen.
Small screen.
Answered the questions. Sachin.
Sorry.
I answered the questions.
Okay, done, done. Thank you, Bindu. Guys, anyone facing any trouble in accessing the questions?
It's just 3 questions, Samuel.
No, not just 3 questions. You can see 8 questions. Please go down and you can see all the questions.
Where can I find the questions, Shanmugh?
Sorry?
Where can I find the questions?
You will get a pop-up on your screen itself. I guess you joined from the device phone.
Yeah, mobile phone.
Maybe that is the issue. Yeah. Try to
Is
join
there
from.
any way I can have that again? I just did 3.
Not sure. Actually, immediately you'll get the pop-up. I cannot again stop and start. There is no such option for me. Yeah.
I just answered 3 and submitted.
Okay. Why you can't see other questions?
No.
Actually, I also joined from mobile, but I can see the in the chat questions.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see the questions.
Okay.
But we didn't see.
Only 3 people submitted till now. Guys, what about others? Are you facing any issues in answering the questions?
Cannot see the questions.
Yeah, I can't see the questions. That's all.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me.
Hi, Shan.
Yes,
Today is my first class.
it's
I'm
okay.
Lalita.
Yeah, no problem.
I saw the questions, but I didn't submitted the answers.
No problem. If you can do it, if not, not an issue. You can ignore it. Okay.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll give 5 minutes. Okay. So I'll end the poll and then again I'll relaunch the poll. Maybe then you can see other questions and all. Okay. So give me some time.
Thank you, Samuel.
Yeah. Mm. Is anyone answering, guys? If anyone is answering, let me know. I'll wait for a while. Otherwise, I'll stop and I'll relaunch the poll.
Answer.
Okay, that will be fine.
Yes, I'm done, sir.
Okay. So till now, 20 people. I mean to say 12 people submitted. Still 8 more people are there, but we'll see again. I'll relaunch the quiz. So I'm going to relaunch the quiz, guys. I'm going to end the poll. Okay. So just a minute. If anyone is still submitting, just let me know. I'll wait for a while. Otherwise, I'll relaunch the poll. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. And I'm going to again relaunch confirm. So no need to answer in case if you have already submitted, guys. So those who are not able to see, can you see the questions now?
Yeah,
Yes,
I can
Shanmugh.
see. Yeah, thank you.
Can you see it, all 8 questions, Binay?
Yes, I can see it now. Thank you, Sanu.
Done, no problem. So you can complete it, guys. I'll wait for 2 minutes, then we'll discuss about these questions, then we'll jump into the topic. Already submitted, no need to answer again. Those who are not able to see, then you can okay, you can participate. No one submitted till now. The second attempt. Are you getting that AI, what I can say, summary, guys? After the meeting is over, anyone is getting AI summary? Not sure why you are facing problems. You're joining and again you're disconnecting the meeting.
What, Shanmugh? Can you please repeat?
Are you getting any AI suggestions, AI artificial intelligence suggestions after completing the class? The whole the overview of the class, you are going to get it in the email. Are you getting any such kind of mails? Anyone?
From your end?
Not from my end. Automatically, when you joined with your Gmail ID into the Zoom, you will automatically get that once the meeting is over.
Okay, after that I will check.
Can you see? I'll share the notes. That is different part. So can you see group chat option? Can you see the group chat option? Can you see group chat option, guys, in the Zoom? In the Zoom, can you see the group chat option?
Yes, I can
Just
see.
only chat is there. Group
Okay.
chat is not there.
Chat is not there. Okay.
I'll just type hi on it.
No problem.
Did you say that?
This can be viewed.
No group chat.
Okay. Right. Okay, fine. That will be fine. I am going to provide that. Okay. I'll provide that one. Okay. So don't worry, guys. I'll provide that AI.
Okay, may I know my email ID for you have or not?
No. I don't have it, Sudhir.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I think I submitted my ID, official certificate.
Oh, okay, okay, done. That will be fine. So 1 minute, let me try to copy link to message bookmark, remind me.
Because one thing I would like to ask, please.
Nothing, Prashant. You have to, can you see answers? I mean to say questions on your screen?
No, I have completed this, but
Okay,
I would like to say that whatever you are trying to explain on by writing on the notepad, or
that is
so
not
we
the
will get that also.
one. You will also get that. Yeah, that also I will
Okay,
share. Once the meeting is over, I will share that as well. Okay.
okay.
So actually, I just turned on one feature AI generated messages so that once the meeting is over, it is going to generate the suggestions, whatever we discuss in the class. So I can see that I don't see any option to post in the whole group. Copy link to message, copy bookmark,
Sir,
mark example. Yes,
today
yes, yes.
when I was starting this meeting, like
Okay.
almost when I received a pop-up message asking for, do you want to continue AI transcript, want to
Yeah. So
something like that.
okay.
I did yes,
Okay. Okay. Maybe you will get it. You will get it after this class.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah. That will be fine. I'll share that as well. Okay. Last two classes I'm going to share it. Okay. Chalo, I'm going to stop the polls. So polls and the poll, right? And first let me discuss about the previous questions. Okay. Okay. 1 minute. Just a minute. Let me. Yeah. Just a minute, it is taking time.
Yeah, Shenmukh, I have one doubt for where I have to give that email ID.
I'll share you a link. Okay. You can see. I
Okay,
guess.
okay.
Have you attended yesterday's session?
Yes, I have attended yesterday morning session only.
Forget about this AI generated text. Okay, I'm going to forward you that one. Okay, so don't worry. And have you
Okay,
filled that
fine.
form yesterday night? I gave you one form, right? Have you filled that form?
No. Yesterday night I didn't attended due to I went to hospital. So
Okay,
that's
okay,
what.
fine. No problem, no problem. Okay.
Yeah.
So no issues. I'm going to share again.
Okay,
1 minute. Yeah, no problem. I'm going to go back and view results. Only 8 people results I can see. Not about others. 15% participated. This is the one. Yes. Right. Okay, fine. So, SQL Server is a dash software, guys. Okay, let me resume again. Yeah, you can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So SQL
yes.
Server is a what software? SQL Server is a what software? RDBMS software. So who is the father of RDBMS?
Sarika.
Yep. Right. Identify the correct answers. Which one is the correct answer, guys? Related to SQL Server versions.
2000, 2005,
2005.
Yeah. So this is the correct answer. You can see the second one, we don't have SQL Server 2003. Okay. And we don't have SQL Server 2010, and we don't have SQL Server 2006 as well. Okay. And identify the correct answer again. You can see the correct versions. SQL Server 2012, 12R2. Do we have 12R2 in SQL Server?
No, sir.
So this will by, okay. So what is the correct answer here? What is the
Fourth
correct
option.
answer?
Last one.
Correct. SQL Server 2000, fourth one. Fourth one is also wrong, right? Okay, I guess
There is none.
it was repeated. 2012 was repeated. Okay. Yeah, this
Options
is
are
the
wrong.
correct answer. Yeah, this is the correct answer. This is the correct answer. Okay. And yeah, fourth one is the correct answer. Identify the correct Windows Server group. Windows Server 2000, 2005, 8, 8R2. So do we have Windows Server 2005, guys?
No, sir.
So this is
No,
like
no.
wrong answer. We have Windows Server 2000, 2003, 2008, 8R2. Okay. Option B is the correct answer. We don't have Windows Server 2007, Windows Server 2005. We don't have Windows Server 2005, Windows Server 2006. Other options are wrong answer. So identify the correct Windows Server versions. So you can see here, Windows Server, someone answered. This was like answered by someone. I cannot see his name. Just download. Yeah, identify the correct answers. Again, these are the Windows servers, guys. So Windows Server 2012 R2. We don't have 2014, 2016, 2018. So this is wrong answer. And Windows Server 2012, 2012 R2, 16, 19, 22. This is the correct answer. See, okay, so option. So on what Windows servers we can install SQL Server 2016? Windows Server 2000. So what is the answer here? On what Windows servers we can install SQL Server 2016, guys? So what is the formula we have?
-7 plus 7.
-7 to +7. So 2000. What is the SQL version? 2016, right? 2016 -7. 2009 to 2016 +7, 2023. So in this range, what and all Windows Server versions we have? Windows Server 2012, 2012 R2, Windows Server 2016, 2017, and Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, and Windows Server 2022. Okay, so this is the answer. Last one, Windows Server 2008. No, sorry, this is the one. This is the one. Windows Server 2012, 12R2, 2016, 2019, 2022. Option C is the correct answer. Until what version SQL Server is platform dependent, guys?
16.
Till 2016. Okay, answer is 2016. Someone answered 2019, 2022. Okay, so the correct answer is 2016. And these are the, it is still loading.
Shanmugh, I received only 2 questions, so I thought only 2 questions are there and I answered only the first 2 questions.
Okay. No,
Check all
not
the
like that. Yeah, these are the last 7 participants' questions. Maybe we are definitely seeing only results by launch. Right. Okay. Fine. So SQL Server is a same. Someone answered. One guy answered. You can see here one guy answered DBMS. So that is not DBMS. It's an RDBMS software. Father of RDBMS. Everyone answered out of 5. 5 answered EF card. This is like the latest one, guys. Okay, identify the correct answer and SQL Server versions 2000, 2005, 8, 8R2. Out of 5, out of 7, 5 people answered correctly, 71% is remaining 1 person answered wrong, and this as well. Right, identify the correct answer, and here everyone answered. So here what is the answer, guys? SQL Server 2000, 2012. This is the
Last one.
Yeah, last one. This is the correct answer. Okay, so only one guy answered out of 7 people, right? And identify the correct Windows Server versions. So Windows Server 2000, 2003, 8, 8R2. Out of 7, 3 people answered correctly. Here it is showing 6. Okay, fine. Right, identify the correct Windows Server versions. So you can see here still people are confused. Okay, so what is the correct answer here? Windows Server 2012, 20 Windows Server versions, right? 2012, this is the one. Last answer. Okay, so like 2 plus 4, 2 plus 2, 4 people answered wrongly. And on what Windows Server we can install SQL Server? So this is the one. So 3 people answered correctly, and the remaining 3 people, okay, wrong answer. Till what version SQL Server is platform dependent? So only two people said 2016 correct answer. Okay, so someone said 2022 wrong answer and 2014 wrong answer. Let's go to another quiz. Where is that one? 1 minute. This is the one, the previous one. Results by launch. Right. And results by respondent. Okay, this is one by one it is showing. Okay, got it. Jan 21. Let me check this. This is also 7 people it is showing. It should show 13 people, something like that. Let me check this. This is also showing 7. Okay, no problem, no issues. Okay, so next time onwards. So if you relaunch, it is creating some problem. I cannot see the previous ones. Okay, answers, and also next time we'll launch it only once. Chalo guys, thank you. So let's continue the session. So in the last class, we discussed about the SQL Server versions, and we discussed Windows Server versions. Okay, please be muted. And we discussed about Windows Server versions. Okay, and we discussed about platform dependent and platform independent, and we have also discussed about the compatibility, like on what Windows Server versions we can install SQL servers, right? So we have also discussed all these things in the last 2 classes. So today we'll discuss about this, okay? Numbers, what is this numbers and all, where we can see this, how they are going to be useful for us, and this one and this one as well. Okay, if you see here 9.0, 90, you have to remove the dot, so you can see the 90 here. 10.0, 100, like this you can see. Don't ask Shanmukh 10.50, so why it is not showing 105, not like that. I'll tell you, that is for 2008 R2, 12.0, 120, 13. So what are these numbers? This is called bill number, guys. What is this? Bill number. Let me increase the font. Right. So this is called bill numbers. So what is this bill number? What it indicates? Okay. So bill numbers will help you to identify the version of the SQL Server. Bill numbers will help you to identify the version of SQL Server. So first of all, let me show you how the SQL Server will be. Till now, we didn't discuss it, right? How it will be, and even I didn't even show you like how the SQL Server will be. Let me show you how the SQL Server look like. So, okay. So don't worry about this. I'm going to again, okay, discuss what is Management Studio. There is a tool called SQL Server Management Studio. It will help you to connect to the SQL servers, okay, to connect to the existing SQL servers or running SQL servers. We will use one tool called Management Studio. There is a separate session on Management Studio. What is Management Studio? How to download it? How to install it? What are the uses of the Management Studio? Separate session will be there. After the installation of SQL Server, Management Studio installation will be there. So there we are going to explain completely on the Management Studio. So don't worry about the Management Studio. As of now, it's just a tool to install, to connect to the running SQL servers. Okay, as of now, it's just a tool. So people will think Management Studio and SQL Server both are same. No, both are not same. This is just a tool. Okay, this is just a tool, and Management Studio is just a tool, whereas SQL Server is a software which will manage the whole data. Okay, like whatever we discussed, to store the data, to process the data, to retrieve the data, we'll use SQL Server, right? To connect to the SQL Server, we will use this tool called SQL Server Management Studio. The shortcut is SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, so let me connect to this. Not sure whether it is going to connect or it will throw the error. Not sure, but that's fine. If it is going to throw the error, I'll show you how we can fix that. So again, I'm saying By using this tool, we can connect to running SQL servers. By using this tool, we can connect to running SQL servers. So you can see an error. A network related or instance specific error occurred. Generally, as a DBA, you should have one habit, guys. Okay, what is that habit? Any idea? This is very important habit for DBAs. Any idea?
Reading errors.
Reading errors.
Correct. Okay. You should have patience, guys. Patience to read complete error. Don't read one line or two lines. So you can see here. Generally, sometimes in SQL Server, if you see any error, it will also show you the solution, or at least it will give you the hints how to fix this error. Okay. So try to read the complete error. This is very important error. You will get this error very commonly in the organization. I'll tell you in what scenarios you will get this error. A network related or instance specific error occurred while establishing a connection to a SQL server. So what it is saying, the server was not found or was not accessible. And what it is saying, verify that the instance name is correct and that SQL Server is configured to allow remote connections and could not open a connection. What it is saying, guys? Any idea? You can see the error on the screen, guys. By just looking at the error, any idea why we are unable to connect?
The
What,
server name is
what might be the reason? Yeah, correct. One answer is the server may be incorrect. Next,
Instance name may be incorrect.
maybe yes. Next,
Server may be stopped
Server is
or
not
queued.
accessible.
very good, Srikanth. Very good.
We don't have access to that server.
Access, that's okay. Good try, but if you don't have access, we'll get another error, 18456 error. Okay, so but good try. Yeah. Next,
Okay.
right. So it is saying either the server name is wrong or maybe any net. I told you right yesterday, three-tier architecture. We discussed it, right? Three-tier
Yes.
architecture. What it means in three-tier, how many tiers we will have? Of course,
Three.
Three
tiers.
tiers.
One is web server,
Web server,
Web
application
server,
server,
application
application.
server,
one
database
is
server.
database server. Very good. So in case if something goes wrong, what might be the reason? In case if something
Network
goes wrong.
connectivity is not proper. First of all, we need to check it.
Correct. It might be an issue with web server. It might be an issue with the application server. It might be an issue with the
Application.
database server. So we don't want to see web and application. We don't have permissions, guys. In the organization, everyone will have a set of permissions. We will have separate teams. Web server, web team will be there. Our application team will take care of web servers and application servers. So we don't have access to connect to web server and application servers, and only we can take care of database server. And what might be the other reason in case if the network is down in such scenarios also, people cannot connect to SQL Server. So here the possible reasons are network can be down, instance name can be wrong, okay, an incorrect instance name, or if SQL Server is in stopped state also, it will throw this error. And one more point is if SQL Server is not allowing any remote connection. See here, SQL Server is configured to allow remote connections or not. It is asking verify that the instance name is correct and that SQL Server is configured to allow remote connections or not. It is asking like that. So the other reason is maybe if we don't enable the remote connections also, you might get this error. So in what and all scenarios will get this error, guys? One is
Network related.
network issues.
Instance.
Very good.
and
No instance
server
name.
incorrect
Correct.
instance name. Next, if
Is
the
not
SQL
allowed
server is
to for remote
correct,
connections.
for remote connections. Very good. Third one, fourth one, if SQL Server is
Server
Is
stopped.
not
stopped,
accessible.
stopped, correct. Not accessible means might be stopped. So let's go and start it. How to start? I will tell you. There is again a separate session, guys. Just this is a initial introduction. Okay, so let's go to services. In case if any service is started or stopped, we can check from the services.msc. How to open services.msc, open run and type services.msc and hit enter. You can see this pop up with this window will come. Okay, make sure you arrange this services. These are all services that are running in your laptop. So make sure those are all in alphabetical order. If not, click on name column, automatically those services will comes under alphabetical order A to Z. So my service is SQL Server service, right? Select any service here. Just SQL Server service, right? I'm looking for. So it will starts with S, right? Just hit yes. You can see all the services starts with yes. Now you can see, can you see the SQL services here? Right? So now can you see,
Yes.
is it running, guys? Can you see whether is it running? Is this service running?
No.
No.
Can you see on the screen if it is running? You can see it's running kind of thing. If it's not running, it don't show you any option. Okay, that means it's stopped state. It is in stopped state. So how to start it? You can see when you select this service, you can see a start button here, or else right click on this and start it. Again, don't worry, guys. This is just initial troubleshooting.
Prashant, can you
Right. Okay, so now it's running. See here, now it's running. Chalo. Now you can minimize and you can try to connect now. Connect. Right, now it was connected, right? So now my question is, this is how SQL Server look like, guys. This is how SQL Server look like. So you can see this is the server name. Okay, on the top you can see the server name and you can see some values here and you can see who connected to the server. Who connected to the server login name. And you can see the databases and all you can see from this section, databases section. Okay, I told you right yesterday in SQL Server we'll call everything as
Objects.
objects. These are all objects, guys. These are all objects only. Databases are objects, logins are objects. You can see all these databases by using this plus or minus symbol. Okay, this is called Object Explorer. Okay, we'll discuss it again. Right.
Something mic is coming, sir.
Right. And Prashant, I guess your mic is disturbing, Prashant. Not sure either Prashant or Joel. Right, fine. Thank you. Fine. So is it clear now, Venkat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. So security, if you go and see the security, you can see all the logins and all. Okay, chalo, we'll discuss again. We'll explore all these things. So first is like, this is server, right? SQL Server, right? This is how it look like. So by just looking at this server, can you tell me the version of the SQL Server? Which version it is?
Yes.
How?
SQL Server 2019.
How? Why?
Because
As
the
15 is written.
seeing the build number.
Very good. Okay.
Because
So I told you, right, we are discussing about bill numbers, right? So bill number, what is the use of the bill number? Bill number is a
To
number
identify the SQL
to identify the version of the SQL Server. Bill number will help you to identify the version of the SQL Server. So if you see here, bill numbers actually contains four parts. Four parts. What is the first part? Major version dot
minor
version dot actual bill number dot revision history. Okay, so your bill number contains four parts: major version dot minor version dot actual bill number dot revision history. So if you see here, this is called your bill number 15.0.2000.5. Okay, let's break it. 2000.5. This 15 is your major version, 0 minor version, 2000 actual bill number, and 5 revision history. So forget about these two numbers. I'll tell you in the patching class. Concentrate on the first two digits. I mean to say first two parts. Major version dot minor version. So if you see this notepad now, when you install SQL Server 2000, what you can see here? Here, what you can see the first two parts.
15.0.
First 2000 SQL Server
15.0.
2000 SQL Server 2000.
15.0.
SQL Server 2000.
8.0.
8.0.
15.0 for
2019.
19.
correct. Okay, so you cannot guess it blindly. So it's not 2009, 2000. So you said like you said 15.0, right? For 2000, that is a wrong answer. So when you install SQL Server 2000, you can see 8.0. The build number starts with 8.0. When you install SQL Server 2005, the build number starts with 9.0. When you install SQL Server 2008, build number starts with I'm muting you all. Done. 1 minute, guys. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. Okay, tell you. Right. Okay. So if you install SQL Server 2000, here the build number starts with 8.0. If you install SQL Server 2005, the build number starts with 9.0. If you install 2008, it will starts with 10.0. If you install 2008 R2, it will starts with 10.50. If you install 2012, 11.0, 12.0, 13.0, 14.0, 15.0, and finally, when you install SQL Server 2022, you can see it will starts with a 16.0. This is how you can identify the version of the SQL Server immediately. You don't see version anywhere. Using the build number only, you can identify the version of the SQL Server. Are you getting the point, guys? Is it clear what is build number and all?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so build number will help you to identify the version of the SQL Server. That is one thing it will do, and it will also help you whether it was patched or not, whether SQL Server is patched or not. Patching means applying the updates, guys, whether you applied any updates or not. So first two parts will tell you the version of the SQL Server. The next two parts will tell you whether any updates applied on the SQL Server or not. So if any updates applied, last time we just discussed about one website. What is that website? Any idea? Yesterday only, right? SQL Server. Build.
SQL builds.
Yeah, SQL Server
No,
build.
what did you tell about patched?
Yeah. So if you see here, let's go to some previous version. See, or 15.0, right? Let's go to 2019. Okay, you can see here. Okay, fine. Let's go to any other version. So we'll discuss about this 2019 and all.
Sanmukh,
So,
meaning of patching could not.
minimum, sorry.
Meaning of patching.
That's what, Prashant. Patching means applying the updates. That is the basic definition. Okay, we have a separate
Okay,
section
okay.
on patching.
Okay,
Just simply, if you apply any update, that is called patching. Okay. So when you install SQL Server 2016, initially, I told you, right, SQL Server 2016 means it will starts with 13.0, right? If you see here, 2016 starts with 13.0, right? See here. So 13.0, when you install SQL Server 2016, you will get this number, okay, 13.0.1601.5. When you apply some updates, like we have different types of updates, service packs, cumulative updates and all. See here. When you apply the updates, which parts are changed, guys, after applying the updates?
Last two parts. Actual build number and revision history.
Right, okay. If you see here, when you apply one update, SP1 service pack 1 is one kind of update. Forget about it, guys. Don't worry. There is a separate session on patching. I just want to tell you, when you apply the updates, the third part and fourth part is going to change. I just want to show you that only. So this is what actually you will get when you install 2016. Here, when you install 2016, initially you will get this number 13.0.16.01.5. When you applied any updates, what you will get, guys, you are going to get, okay, the numbers, the third part and fourth part are going to change. Okay, if you apply SP1, 1601 will be changed to 4001 and .5 will be changed to 0. When you apply the second update, the number will be changed to 5026.0, and when you apply the third update, again it will be changed to 6300.2, like that. The
For the
yes,
all 0.0 is 2016 SQL Server, right? So what update are we adding? The server is the same, right? For all the three, S1, S2, S3.
see, SQL Server won't be changed. Only the update numbers are going to be changed. When you apply the updates, nothing will happen to the base version, which is 13.0, 13.0, 13.0. Only it will reflect, okay, some updates has been applied. So just to identify immediately, if you can see 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 numbers, you can see here also 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 3,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. What it means? That means maybe someone applied some updates on the SQL Server. Just you will get a basic idea. This server was patched. So to identify that, first thing is using bill number. You can identify the version of the SQL Server. That is the first thing. Using major version, minor version, you can identify the version of the SQL Server using first two parts. Using next two parts, third part and fourth part will help you to check whether SQL Server is patched or not. Immediately, okay? No need to remember, guys. Shanmukh, do I need to remember all these numbers? Lot of numbers are there. No, not at all. Just a rough idea. Just a rough idea. Okay, so if you see 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, that means, okay, this was patched. Okay, not should
They
this
all are
apply to us. Whatever that is, what kind of update it is, but at least immediately you'll get an idea like, okay, this was patched. Right?
I have
Yeah.
see when you showed the SSMS,
Okay.
it shows only major, minor version and the actual bill number, and
Correct.
only we don't see the previous number. So how can we know it's patched or not?
Again, I'm saying it's not like you can see previous numbers and all. Very roughly, I'm saying 3,000, 4,000 means if you see big number, you can definitely finalize it that SQL Server was patched. If you see some small numbers below 2,000, it was not patched. Above 2,000 means it was patched. That is a rough idea, I can say. Otherwise, you can see there is a query called select edit version that will also tell you whether this was patched or not. If you can't identify, but
yes,
you can check using a query select edit version. I'll tell you guys, don't worry about it. It's not a patching class, again I'm saying. We are just discussing about the build numbers. The patching class will completely discuss about the patching. Okay. So this number will help you to check the version of the SQL Server, to identify the version of the SQL Server, and to see whether the SQL Server is patched or not, whether any updates applied on the SQL Server or not. Clear, guys? What is build number? Is it clear, everyone?
yes,
Everyone,
Yes.
guys? Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
SQL Server is a
Yeah.
number which will help you to identify the version of the SQL Server, and it will also help you to check whether SQL Server is patched or not. And the bill number contains 4 parts. One is actual bill, major version,
major.
dot minor version, dot actual bill number, dot revision history. Okay. So using this, we can identify the version of the SQL Server, and using the first 2 parts, we can identify the version. Using the next 2 parts, we can identify whether SQL Server is patched or not. Right. This is all about your bill numbers. Then what about these numbers?
These are compatibility level.
Compatibility level.
Right, okay, fine. So these are the folders that gets created when you install this version. Okay. Compatibility level also correct answer. But forget about compatibility level. I'll show you what is compatibility level, where we can see the compatibility level and all. 110 means when you install SQL Server 2012, 110 folder will be created in your C program files, Microsoft SQL Server. Let me show you that. Open my computer, open this PC, go to C drive, go to program files, and you can see, right, Microsoft SQL Server folder. Open this Microsoft SQL Server. See how many folders you can see: 80, 90, 110, 130, 140, 150, 160. So when you install SQL Server 2012, 110 folder will be created. When you install SQL Server 2016, 130 folder will be created. When you install 2017, 140 folder will be created. When you install 2022, 160 folder will be created. Is it clear now, guys? So what is the easiest way which version is installed in your Windows machine without checking the SSMS?
With the help of folder name.
Correct. You will go to C drive, program files, and there is a folder called Microsoft SQL Server. Open that folder. You can see the versions, what and all versions installed in the particular Windows machine. But Shanmukh, I can see 80, 90, right? And 110 also I can see, right? So do you think we have all these instances in your laptop?
No, sir.
So you have to again understand in this way. Okay, so you have to compare the folders and then numbers. Generally 80, 90, 110 folders are mandatory for all the other versions. Even though if you install 2016, you'll still get 80, 90, 110. Even though you install 2017, you'll still get 80, 19. Okay, 80, 90, 100, 110, sorry. And the thing is here, don't confuse here. Again, I'll tell you. So it was actually upgraded. So that's why you can see some extra folders. Okay, but when we create a fresh machine, I'll clearly show you what and all folders will be created when you install the SQL Server. But roughly you can tell what and all servers are there in this machine by just looking the folder names, like these numbers, and these numbers also you can tell what and all instances installed in this machine. You can tell. I'll also explain about this during the installation. Okay, so these are the three folders. What are these three folders? What are the uses of these three folders, or else what are the uses of each folder will be discussed during the installation of SQL Server, guys. So now is it clear about these numbers, will numbers, and these numbers? Is it clear, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, please, if
Yes,
you have any
Sharma.
questions, you can ask me, guys. No issues. Don't hesitate to ask. So can you easily
There is
identify?
a you,
Yes,
sir,
then.
SQL Server 2000. There is a
Hmm.
star marks 80. What does it mean, sir?
That means whenever you install any version, you will get 80 folder. You'll start getting from 80 folder onwards. That's why I star marked. And from 2000 onwards, I told you right in the yesterday's class, 2000 turned Microsoft SQL Server like anything in the database industry, database market. So 2000 is very famous. Okay, so that's why I just star marked 2000.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
yeah. Any other questions? Tomorrow today evening itself I'll ask you guys, okay, about these numbers. Again, if you want, you can take a snap of it. So very important, very important. In the interview they don't ask, but you should immediately identify the version. Based on the versions only, right, the features and all will work. So you should be able to identify the version of SQL Server, okay, and you should know all the versions of SQL Server, and you should know all the versions of Windows Server, and you should know on what Windows servers you can install SQL servers, okay. So, and apart from that, you should know the build numbers. These four things should be on tip of your tongue. Very important, okay. Fine. So we discussed about this platform independent, everything we discussed, right? Next, CTP, RC, RTM. Okay, so what is this CTP, RC, RTM, guys? Let's discuss about this. Yesterday we discussed when corona vaccination is trying to introduce, I told you, right, there are different stages. Initially they don't introduce, right, to the public or to the market. So what and all stages we have? Test, first of all they will go for tests on monkeys, on rats, and then clinical trials. Then finally they will give it to some group of people, and then finally if everything is looking good, they are going to introduce to the market. If it is not working as expected, they will change the compositions, and then again they will, or else they will change the formula, and again they will try to, okay, introduce to the market after fixing the issues and all, after fixing the side effects and all. So in the same way, for example, SQL Server wants to introduce 2026. Imagine SQL Server wants to introduce 2026. Till now 2022 is there, right? Or else imagine SQL Server wants to introduce 2024. So what is their mechanism if they want to introduce any new version? They want to introduce a new version, new SQL Server version into the market. So how they are going to deal?
The build 0.0.
Sorry?
The build number
Maybe they
will
will release a beta version.
Very good. Yes, Hari. So they'll release a beta version. What is beta version? A test copy. What is beta version, guys? A test copy. So they are going to release a big software. So first of all, they don't release it directly to the market. They'll release a beta version. The first beta version, the first test copy of any new version is called CTP. Community Technology Preview. What is CTP, guys? Community Technology Preview. The first beta version of any SQL Server software, or the first test version of any SQL Server software, is called CTP. This is free, but it is free for community people. You have to join as a Microsoft community member. If you joined in the Microsoft community, whatever products it is releasing, you will get an early bird offer. What it means, early bird offer means you can download it, you can install it, you can practice with that version, and in case of any bugs are there, any issues are there, you can recommend to Microsoft. I told you, right, that is a test copy. Before releasing any major copy to the market, first Microsoft will release a test copy to the market. That test copy is called a CTP. Guys, are you getting the point?
just like clinical testing.
Yes, it is a test copy. So this was released before the main version is going to be released to the market. Who can get this? Anyone, those who are community members of Microsoft. If you are a Microsoft community member, you will get access to the products of Microsoft before, not only SQL Server. Okay, if they are trying to release any other product also, like from other software, Microsoft is managing lot of softwares, right? So if you are a community member, you will get access to download the test copy and you can install. That is free. It will help you to explore the new features of the new version. Okay, that is free, but you cannot install in the production servers. Are you getting the point, guys? Why? Simple. I told you, right, that vaccination, corona vaccination, whatever they are trying to implement on rats and monkeys, can you take and can you use that one? Can you give it to public? Why? Because it is in still testing phase only. How can you use it? If you are still using, who is the responsible person? You are the responsible person. Are you getting the point, guys? When they are doing clinical trials, they will give it for free. Why? They want to test their product, so they will give it for free. But is corona vaccination free? Once it was introduced to the market, is it free? Is it free, guys? You just purchased it. Have you remembered that? So of course, government gave you for free, but in case if you want extra doses and all, have you purchased that vaccination? Have you remembered purchasing that vaccination, or else companies itself purchased that vaccination and gave it to employees? Have you remembered that?
Yes, yes.
Right, this is how it will work. So the test copies are always free, but you cannot use it in the production. Why? Because it is not sure which version, which feature is going to work properly, or which is going to leak the data, or which is not going to provide any security to the data. So it's
What can we
illegal.
do?
Yeah, it's illegal to use free versions on the production environment. But who can use this CTP? Any community member, just to test the new features, they can use this CTP, guys. So CTP is nothing but the first test copy of a new version is called CTP. Is it clear, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right, okay. So the first test copy of a new version of SQL Server is called CTP, Community Technology Preview. So you can also download it by using community membership. So you can just go to Google and you can just type Microsoft Community and you can join, guys. You will also get it in case if Microsoft is releasing any new products. So thank you. So you can download, okay, this CTP, and you can work with that. And if any bugs are there, actually there is a service called Microsoft Reporting Service. So when you install SQL Server, that also will be installed automatically. If any bugs are there, automatically it will inform to Microsoft itself directly. Or if you still wants to inform to Microsoft, we can give suggestions to Microsoft. Hey, this feature is good, this is not bad, this can be improved, this can be added, this can be removed. Like that, you can give some suggestions to Microsoft. And then they will refine if any bugs are there. What is meant by bug, guys? What is bug? What is error? What is the difference between these two? What is a bug? What is an error? Or both are same?
No, different.
What is bug then? What is a bug? Just guess it. What is a bug, guys?
It was a part of QA. I did not remember it
Not
properly.
working as
It is a type of error.
If the logic is not working as expected, that is called bug, guys. The faulty behavior of the application is called a bug.
Yes.
The faulty behavior of the application is called a bug, guys. Okay. Error means if you are not using properly, that is an error, right? If you are not using properly, or if you are not selecting a correct answers, you might get errors, right?
User mistake is error, and
Correct. Software
the
mistake is
application
a
error is bug.
correct. User mistake, very simple definition. User mistake is an error. Application mistake or software mistake is a bug, guys. Clear now? Right. So here, now that is the first free test copy, right? So there may be so many bugs. There may be maybe 100 employees or 200 employees will be there in designing the new version. They can think in, like, each employee can think in 10 ways, 20 ways, or 1,000 ways, right? Maybe 200 people can think in 2,000 ways, and then they can introduce the software. But when coming into the production, or when you are trying to use as per your requirements, it might throw some bugs and all, right? So there is no guarantee that it will work correctly, right? So for the first time, so you can give the suggestions and it will also going to extract all the bugs, and then it is going to reflect and it is going to rectify the bugs, Microsoft, and then it is going to change the logic, modify the logic, and then again they are going to release the second text copy, which is a refined copy. Whatever bugs it was found in the CTP, whatever suggestions Microsoft got in the CTP version, they are going to add it and they are going to fix the bugs, and again they will release a second test copy. The second test copy is called RC. What is that RC? Released candidate. What is the second test copy of any new version, guys? RC, that is called released candidate. That also you can download, that also you can work with it. If still any bugs are there, they are going to fix all the bugs finally. They will release this RTM copy. RTM is very important copy. RTM is nothing but released to market. What is RTM, guys? RTM is nothing but released to market. This is the paid version. These two are free. These two are free as both are test copies. This is first test copy. They will fix all the bugs and they are going to release the second test copy. Still, if any bugs are there, they are going to fix it in the RC and they are going to release an RTM copy. This is main copy, guys. This is the main copy.
RC will be used by which candidates?
Same, like community only. You can download
Okay.
and use it. Yeah. That is also test copy. Test copy can be used by anyone, community members.
Only community. Okay.
Yeah. So RTM is not a free, guys. RTM is a refined copy. Whatever bugs are there, all the bugs will be fixed and all the issues will be fixed and any suggestions are there. If suggestion is good, Microsoft is going to add that. Microsoft is also going to change that. So finally, it will release a paid version that is called RTM copy. So in the organization, if you are installing any SQL Server for the first time, which copy you are installing?
RTM copy.
RTM copy. Again, first time you will install RTM copy, guys. Remember this. First time you will install RTM copy. Any SQL Server. SQL Server 2012, someone asked, right? Imagine someone asked you to install SQL Server 2017. The base version will be there, right? First you will install one SQL Server, right? The base version of SQL Server 2017 is RTM copy. On top of RTM, still any bugs are there or security vulnerabilities. Don't know, right? Hackers will keep on trying to hack the systems. So they might introduce some new virus and all. So to fix that, to enhance the security, we'll release updates on top of RTM. That updates are called service packs and cumulative updates. Are you getting the point? So initially, you will install an RTM copy of SQL Server. On top of RTM, you will apply the updates. Those updates are called service packs and cumulative updates. CUs. Okay, CUs, cumulative updates. Clear, guys? What is CTP, RC, RTM? Is it clear, everyone? Everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
CTP and RC both are test copies. First test copy and second test copy. RTM is the major copy, so that can be installed in your production servers. It's a paid version, guys. Any guess what is the price of the SQL Server? Any guess? Guess it, guys. Guess it. Just guess it. No issues. What will be the price of SQL Server?
2 to 3 lakhs.
Correct. It's not cheap, guys. SQL Server software is not cheap. Okay. The minimum itself, you have to spend around 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs. Okay. In US currency, it will be $3,000 to $7,000, $8,000. Also depends upon your usage. If you want all the features, you have to pay money, extra money and all. Okay. So now is it clear?
Shanmugh garu, is it a subscription level or one-time purchase level?
One-time purchase. We have different models for SQL Server. Okay, core-based, cal-based. Core-based depends upon your CPU cores. It is going to charge you. User cals. Once you will purchase, okay, so of course, once you will purchase the software based on the user requests, how many users are connected, based on that, you have to pay the money.
Okay.
Depends upon the companies will choose. Okay, it's either it depends upon their usage. If they are using less, they will go for user core based. Sometimes they will go for user cal based. So it depends upon the usage, they are going to purchase it. But some companies will choose core based, some companies will choose cal based. Okay, depends upon their requirements. Which one is less, they are going to choose it. Yeah. Right, guys, are we good? We discussed about the bill number, right? Right. So let's go with the additions. So what is addition? We'll do one thing, okay? Let's take a break, guys. Okay, so it will take time, right? So let's take a break. Someone immediately dropped. Okay. So let's take a break for 15 minutes. Come back. We'll discuss about the additions and the components. Then we'll create a Windows machine. Demo will start, guys. Okay. After the break, we'll start the demos. We'll discuss these two, and then we'll start the demo. Okay. Thank you. We'll be back after 15 minutes. I'm going to pause the recording.
Yes.
Right.
Hi, Sanmukh, can you just explain a little bit about the type of SQL you said, core base and cal base, please?
Forget about it, Benay. Not now. Okay, so we are not going to take care of the licensing part. In the organization, there will be a separate team for the licensing and all. They are going to decide it. Okay, architect, DBA architect will be there, and licensing team will be there based on the application requirement. They are going to decide whether they need core based or cal based. Core based, cal based, both are two parts. Depends upon the requirements. You can either choose core based licensing or you can choose cal based licensing. Core based means every machine will have CPU cores. If you see here, MS Info 32 in this machine, you can see how many cores are there. See here, 2 cores. Okay. So if you install SQL Server in this machine, how many cores are there? As per the core, I have to pay the amount. That is one model. Second model is user cals. What is that? User cals. Cals means client access list. User cals. So user cal based means how many users are connecting. Based on the users, you are going to pay the amount. Okay, so these are the two models. Some people will choose core based, some people will choose user cal based. So it depends upon the application requirements. Okay.
So the core and the cal is just licensing.
Correct.
It's type of licensing.
Correct. Type of licensing. Correct.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Fine, guys. Okay, so let's discuss about this the additions and components of SQL Server. Then we'll slowly jump into the demos. Right. So what is an addition? What is a version, guys? What is a version? What is a version?
Updated software copy.
An updated software copy is called a version. What is addition then? You can see the
Types
answer
of SQL servers.
Right. So addition is nothing but limitations to the existing features. Okay. Limitations to the existing features is called addition. Okay. Limitations to the existing feature is called addition. So for example, I'll give you an example, guys. Okay. So if you go to this Zoom, okay. So Zoom purchasing, okay. Purchasing models or Zoom purchase plans. So let me open this. Okay, Zoom is a meeting software. I'm using this Zoom software to take the classes and all, like licensed software I'm using. So now if you go to this, if I want to buy this Zoom pricing, I mean to say Zoom license, there are different models I have, right? So I can see a basic model, I can see a pro model, and I can see a business model, and I can see a corporate model. Okay, in the corporate we have again basic, pro, and business model. Okay, so again we'll have one more model called enterprise model. Okay, right. So now if you see here, there are 3 models, right? So depends upon my usage, I can go with either free or pro model or business model. So if you see here, there are 3 editions. One is basic edition, pro edition, business edition, guys. I told you, right, edition is nothing but limitations to the features. So for example, I just want to connect a small meeting. Within 30 minutes or 40 minutes, it will be completed. So every time I'm okay with that, then I'll go for basic model, basic edition, where I don't need to pay anything. I can use the software that is free for 40 minutes. But what is the limitation here? What is the limitation here? You can use this only for 40 minutes. Yeah. Only for 40 minutes you can use this free model. After 40 minutes, it's going to be closed automatically. The meeting link is going to be closed automatically. Means features will be there, but you are going to apply some limitations to the feature, that is called addition. If you go to pro model by paying this much amount yearly, okay, each meeting will be there up to 30 hours. Means each single meeting will be there up to 30 hours. We can connect up to 30 hours continuously. And almost 100 attendees can attend the meeting, and you'll get some extra features like whiteboard, basic, team chart, mail. See, when compared to here, you can also see some extra features here, right? You can also see some extra features here. Means these three features are unlocked, and this feature also unlocked when you are purchasing this model Pro Edition. If you go to business edition, again you have to pay extra amount, around 20,000 per year you have to pay, but the meeting is same, the duration of each meeting is same up to 30 hours. If it is closed, you can again open and again you can wait. You can take for 30 more hours like that. So almost 300 attendees can attend. See here, in basic and pro model, we have only 100 attendants. Max meeting participants can be 100 attendants, but here in the business model, okay, up to 300 attendance. That means when you are purchasing, when you are giving more money, more features are going to unlock. Okay, so addition is also same. Addition means limitations to the existing features is called addition. We have different editions in SQL Server. We have Express Edition, which is free. Express Edition is completely free, but what is the problem with Express Edition? What is the problem with Express Edition? Any idea, guys?
Its size is limited to up to
Correct.
well,
Express
10 GB.
Edition, you cannot create any database more than 10 GB. Don't allow you to create database with more than 10 GB. If you create a database and it is crossing and it is increasing, it will limit up to 10 GB only. If you want a database more than 10 GB, that is not possible in the Express Edition. And there is no agent, SQL Server agent. This is responsible for automation. You can see here, right? Agent service. Agent service is responsible for automation. Jobs and all will be there. So if there is no agent, how can I manage full backups? How can I manage the backups? How can I manage my maintenance tasks and all? Is it possible to take manual full backups on each and every database? Very difficult, right? So there are some limitations to Express Edition, like database size cannot be more than 10 GB and there is no automation feature. If you still want, okay, but as it is free edition, I told you one very important point. What is that? Free editions can we install on the production servers? Can we install free editions on the production servers?
No,
No, we can't.
No, we
No.
can't. If we can install free editions on production servers, why Microsoft will keep releasing lot of new versions and all? Right? So Microsoft want to expand their business. Microsoft wants money. So if it can give it for free on production also, who is going to buy the software? Who is going to pay money to the Microsoft? How they are going to invest in new features and all? Why they will invest new features if they are not getting any revenue? So free editions are always not to be installed on the production servers. It's illegal to install free editions on the production servers. You have to purchase licensing. The servers that you are trying to install on the Windows, production servers, you have to purchase licensing for that. As it is free, I'm okay with the 10 GB database size. So my database is hardly, it will be 4 GB or 5 GB or 9 GB. Or if it is increasing, if it reaches 10 GB, I'll create one more database for one more 10 GB. Not like that, right? Even though there is a feasibility, you cannot still use this in the production servers. Why? Because free editions, you cannot use this in the production servers. So Shanmugh, how they will get to know whether I'm using a free edition or purchase edition, whether I'm paying the licensing or not? How they'll get to know? I can simply take the software from my any of my other companies and I can use that software, right? How they'll get to know? Microsoft team will conduct audit, guys. Auditing, like how we have financial auditing, software auditing also will be there. A team of people will come, they are going to run some PowerShell scripts and they can easily extract the components of Microsoft that you used earlier. And even though, like say, for example, tomorrow if team is coming, you know that tomorrow they are coming. If you stop all the SQL servers also by using those PowerShell scripts and all, they'll easily identify whether you are using any SQL servers, you used any SQL servers or not. Okay, so auditing will be there regularly. If they found that you are using some illegal things, I mean to say you are using softwares without paying the money, if they found any illegal activities with Microsoft products, then they will go to court and lot of penalties will be there as per the software, okay, IT Act. Okay, so that is very difficult. So definitely, if you want to use it in a commercial purpose, you have to pay licensing for the Microsoft. And then next is evaluation edition. These are some famous editions, guys. Apart from these, lot of editions are there, but these are some famous editions that you can see in the organizations. Evaluation edition is also free, but it is free for only 180 days. After 180 days, the server will be stopped automatically. So imagine if the server is stopped automatically, the application will be down, right? So who is going to install the SQL server? So they are not going to use this in the production servers. Maybe some non-prod environments, they can use it, right? Apart from this, earlier these are famous, but from 2017 onwards, okay, the developer edition up to 2016, you have to pay money to developer edition also. Up to 2016, you have to pay money to the developer edition also. But from 2017 onwards, even developer edition is also free, guys. It's an excellent decision by Microsoft. Why? Because earlier the organization, guys, 100 servers, 200 servers, 1000, 2000 servers will be there. Imagine the environment that I am managing is having 7,500 servers. Out of 7,500 servers, non-prod is having almost 40 to 50%, means on an average 3,000 servers, non-prod servers are there. So non-prod servers we used to install developer edition till 2016. So we have to pay money to developer edition also till 2016 version. But Microsoft, because of the competition from other database technologies, what they did is they even give developer edition for free. So this developer edition you can install in the non-prod environment. So we almost migrated around 2000 plus servers to 2017. Earlier we used to use 2016, 2014, 2012. So where you used to pay the money. So here the thing is how technically, how logically they gave this decision. When you are using 2017 version in the lower environment for testing purpose, can you use a lower versions other than 2017 in the higher environment? For example, if you are using 2017 in the test servers, can you use 2016 in the production servers? Can production and test can be different versions?
No.
No, right? Why? Because we have to test each and every logic. We don't know how it will behave in 2016, how it will behave in 2017. So production and non-prod should be same version. So indirectly, they are forcing us to upgrade all our old servers to new servers. Are you getting the point, guys? The logic behind this decision. So unnecessarily or whatever it is, even though you are saving some money by skipping the licensing for developer edition, but if you have to upgrade to 2017 production, 2019 production, 2022 production, so where you have to pay extra money. So they are at one place it is minus, at one place it is plus. So plus and minus, they are equaling their business. But the thing is, companies saved lot of money. Even the live example is our company, around 2000 servers. We used to pay money for 2000 servers till 2016, but from 2017 we migrated to 2017. So of course other environments also migrated. So we almost saved millions of dollars because of the Microsoft decision. It's good, but it's forcefully going to upgrade the SQL servers. 1 minute, guys, just 1 minute. Hello. Right. Okay. So this is how they did, guys. So from 2016, from up to 2016, you have to pay money to the developer edition. But what Microsoft did is like they just make the developer edition is also free from 2017. So like the developer edition is free from 2017, guys. You can install this developer edition in all your environments. I mean to say, free. You have to keep in mind the word free. Free editions can you install in the production?
No.
No. Okay. So
No.
non-prod environment should be 2017. So if non-prod is 2017, definitely have to migrate to 2017 or higher version, right? So that's how it is going to work. Developer edition is a famous edition. You can see most of your non-prod servers also will run with a developer edition only. Then after developer edition, we have standard edition and enterprise edition. Sorry. Standard and enterprise editions both are paid editions. You have to pay money, okay, to this standard edition or enterprise edition. If it is medium scale application, small application or medium scale application, you can use standard edition. If it is a big application, critical application, you can go for enterprise edition. But Shanmukh, who will decide whether I need standard or enterprise? Application team will decide. You don't need to worry, guys. Who is going to decide? Application team will let you know whether they need standard or enterprise. Based on that, we are going to install the SQL Server. We'll get a request, hey, so and so Windows machine, please install standard edition or enterprise edition, so that they will let us know. Based on that only, we are going to, okay, install the SQL Server. So limitations will be like in terms of, so what will be the limitations, Sanmukh, if you talk about the limitations? Generally, in terms of CPU cores and in terms of max server memory, we have limitations between standard edition and enterprise edition. I think standard edition supports 24 core CPU and max 128 GB RAM, whereas enterprise edition supports like unlimited RAM, unlimited CPU. So no need to remember these values. Okay, so if it is important, I'll only tell you, but generally no need to remember these values. Still, if you want to see exact differences between standard and enterprise edition, you can just go and check SQL Server standard DRD versus enterprise. Right, you can see here, guys. See enterprise edition, standard edition, web edition, express and express edition, express with advanced services and express edition. You can see the limitations here. Okay, so you can see for enterprise edition, max operating system supported. What is this max compute capacity? And like this, you can see the RAM, maximum RAM operating system. Yeah, Doris, I'll unlock 1 minute, just a minute. So for enterprise edition, you can see max operating system, how much RAM it will support. Okay, that much you can use. But for a standard, you can see here up to 128 GB only it will support. And even web edition also, it will support only 64 GB. And express, how much? Hardly 1 GB, 1410 MB means how much? 1.4 GB. That's it. Hardly it will support 1.4 GB. See here, it will support 352 MB only. So like this, you can see. So you can see even database size also. See the database size. You can see enterprise edition will support 524 petabytes of database. Each enterprise edition software supports 524 petabytes, and even standard edition also, web edition also same. But see here, express edition, express with advanced services, it will support up to 10 GB only. Okay, so that's how it is going to work, guys. So just in terms of CPU and memory, just you can remember, but generally even in the interviews also, they don't ask you the differences between standard and enterprise edition, and this will be decided by your application team and your architect. Yes, Doris, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you. My question goes on the enterprise edition.
Okay.
Since we know, well, as we have learned now, there is a free edition, and there is no way we can patch that server. Why then do we have it in some of our servers?
Okay, so you're using.
Why is it used?
Which one? Which edition?
Express edition, sir.
That's what it's free, right? If they are okay, they can still use Express Edition. If they're okay with the 10 GB and all, not sure why they are using, they can migrate to Developer Edition as Developer Edition is free. But sometimes they will ignore it, or maybe depends upon the application compatibility. Maybe if they are going to check application is compatible with Developer Edition or not. If it is old applications and all, still they will use Express Edition.
Okay. Then as a database, do we
So
have to
you,
worry over such server?
No, nothing to worry. That is the organizational decision, manager level decision. Though they are going to take care of it, and manager and the application lead, they are going to decide and they are going to take the decision. Then once they took the decision, they will ask us to migrate. So we will migrate from Express. We can migrate, guys, from one edition to another edition. We can migrate whenever we want. We can migrate from one edition to another edition.
Okay.
And one more thing, is it your organization or you are talking about your personal SQL servers?
I'm talking about the job.
Which one?
I'm talking about my work.
Your work, okay, done. Okay, that's fine. Now it is clear, right?
Yes, it's clear.
Done, fine. So that is all about your editions, guys. So Shanmukh, where to check which edition it is, right? That is very important, right? Where to check which edition currently it is running with. How we can check the edition of the SQL Server, guys?
Select alternate version.
Very good, Doris.
Select alternate version.
So two ways. One is go to properties of the instance. Okay. There you can see the edition of the instance, which is developer edition. Product Microsoft Developer Edition. Okay. Second way, the command method is right click new query. Don't worry, guys. I'll tell you what is this new query, when we will open new query window, in how many ways we can open new query window, how to run the query, what is the query, how to see the output, how to parse the output, how to parse the syntax, everything I'll tell you, what is meant by parse and all. So to see the edition of the SQL Server and version of the SQL Server, there is one common query called select @version. Okay. So this is the query will be used to find the version of the SQL Server and edition of the SQL Server. Again, I'm saying there is no separate query select @edition. That is wrong. In the version itself, you can see version and edition of the SQL Server. So this is a query, guys, a single simple query. Okay. So before executing this query, if you want to see whether this query is right or wrong, there is a parse button. You can see here right button, right mark, tick mark. You can parse it. This parse button will tell you any syntax errors are there. This parse button will tell you any syntax errors are there. If you click on this, it will show you this is called output pane. Output pane. This will tell you the output of the query that you ran. So you command completed successfully means there are no errors. If any errors are there, say for example, version, I just gave a spelling mistake. So now you can see one way immediately you can see is you can see a red line here. That means that indicates there is an error. Okay. And if you just parse it, it will also show you must declare a scalar variable version. See here. So like it don't tell you, hey, idiot, you write the mistake. Okay. You just missed I. It don't tell you like that directly. It will tell you in its own way. Okay. So like this, you can check this before running any query. You can check whether the query is right or wrong using this parse button, guys. Okay, what is this button? Parse button. So just add I here and okay, not here, here. Okay. So even you can see the color is also changed. Okay, fine. So now execute this. When you execute, this is the execute button. Either you can use this option or you can use a keyboard shortcut Alt plus X, or there is one more keyboard shortcut. What is that?
F5.
F5, very good. Function keys F5, that also help you to run the command. So if you expand, this is how you can see the version, right? Microsoft SQL Server 2019. What is there in the brackets? What it is? What is it in the brackets? What it means? Is it patched?
Turn
But
to
not
manufacturer.
patched. It
Not
released
patched.
released to market version.
Right. So
Release
if
to
you see,
manufacturer. Yeah.
correct. So if you see only RTM, it was not patched. If it was patched, you can see extra updates here. I'll show you once while doing the patching, I'll show you. Okay. And you can see till here only you can see. Okay. You can just keep your cursor here. It will be changed like this at the end of the column. Double click here. You can see the complete output. There you can see Microsoft Corporation Developer Edition 64-bit, which is running on Windows 10 Pro.
We can use print at the rate version, which is readable, more readable, right?
Which one? Select?
Print.
Print. Yeah,
in the
yeah,
place
yeah.
of select,
Yes,
we
yes.
can use print.
That also we can use.
But Shanmugh, one question. Actual build number is 2000, right? So
Correct.
you mentioned if it is 2000, then patching happened. If it is less than 2000,
No. Up
then
to 2000, it depends upon the version to version. Some versions are less than 2000, some versions up to 2000. Okay.
and this RTM, where will be it is there? It won't be appearing on the server next to the server name, right?
No, you cannot see here. You can see in the output only.
Okay.
Yeah. So either you can use print at version or select at version. It will give you the readable format like this, guys. Okay. So here you can see the edition of the SQL Server, which is running on developer edition. Is it clear now how to check the edition, how to check the version, where to check the edition, if it is GUI, if it is command? Is it clear, everyone, guys? Are we good?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Done. Okay. Right. Chalo then. Okay. I'll tell you these components, guys. So components is nothing but what and all features you are going to get when you are installing the SQL Server. Okay, I'll show you during the installation process. I'll show you. So let's jump into the demo. Okay, let's jump into the demo. So first I'll explain the process. Okay, using this draw IO so that you will get an idea what is a virtual machine, why we will use virtual machines. Okay, in the organization. Okay, so all these things will be discussed first, then we'll create one virtual machine. I'll show you how to create a virtual machine. And then we'll jump into the 1 minute. Okay, we can go with the batch 53. Right. So now I want to install SQL Server, guys. So now tell me, if I want to install SQL Server, what are the main prerequisites to install SQL Server?
Operating system.
Very good. Next. Next.
Storage.
Very good. Super. Storage. Yes, we need storage
Setup
also.
file.
Setup file. Super. Software copy. Next.
We
Next.
should have administrative access.
Very good. Permissions. Very good. Permissions. Next.
Windows supported that version.
Very good. Next.
Minimum 6 GB of memory.
Very good. Enough RAM and enough CPU. Very good. Hardware requirements. Nice. Right. Okay. So let's discuss. These are the main prerequisites of the installation, SQL Server installation. So now someone said, let me write down all these things. Yeah, this is the notes, right? So we need hardware and software requirements. Okay, software requirements. So hardware requirements means we need RAM. RAM minimum 4 GB is enough. Minimum. In the organization, we'll use big machines like 64 GB, 128 GB. So no need to remember that. But still, if anyone is asking what is the minimum RAM that we can use to install SQL Server, so minimum 4 GB. Maximum can be anything, depends upon your operating system. And one CPU core. These two are very important, guys. If you want to work with any of the applications or softwares, you need main prerequisites related to hardware is one CPU core minimum and 4 GB RAM, and of course storage also. Storage minimum depends upon the version to version, it will be like 4 GB, minimum 4 GB of storage. Okay, so some older versions minimum 2 GB is enough. Latest versions 3 to 4 GB is enough, guys. Okay, these are the main hardware prerequisites, guys. Okay, software prerequisites, we need one operating system. The two Windows operating system we are going to use. Okay, we need Windows operating, the supported operating system depends upon your SQL Server version, and SQL Server setup file. SQL Server setup file. And of course, we need permissions also. Okay, permissions to install the SQL Server. What kind of permissions we need, guys? Generally, if you want to install any software in the laptop, generally, what kind of permissions you need? Tell me, guess it. If you want to
Admin
install,
permissions.
correct, very good. Only administrators can install the softwares, guys. Okay, you should be a local administrator. You should be a local administrator. Okay, I'll tell you how to check whether I am the local administrator or not. Don't worry, guys. These are the main prerequisite, either hardware or software requirements, guys. Now tell me, in the organization, are we going to take care of all these things? What is the initial process of installing SQL Server? How many teams will be involved? Any idea?
There will be a build team.
Windows teams to
Build team.
networking
Build
team.
team.
3 or 4.
Change management team.
Very good.
Network team.
Okay, very good. Nice.
The app team.
Okay, very good, app team. So now let me tell you the phases. One by one phase, each phase, how we'll go to installation phase, I'll tell you. Initially, I want to introduce one product. Imagine I have one application. Therefore, let's go with the Source University only. We have one application, Source University. I want to introduce this product, Source University product. So when I want to introduce this application, generally, I need some servers, right, to manage all my students' data, everything, softwares related, everything to manage. I need a server. Imagine I need to store the students' data and all. I need one SQL Server. So who is the application owner here? Who is the application owner? I am giving the work. I am the application owner. So for my application, you have to work. So we are all working for application owner. Everyone, every team is all working for application owner. I am the one who is paying money for all these resources. Are you getting the point, guys? So I'll decide what kind of softwares I want to use. I'll decide whether I'll go for SQL Server, I'll go for Oracle, I'll go for MySQL, NoSQL, depends upon my requirement. So I will raise a request. Okay, I'll raise a request in the organization. Hey DB team, please install SQL Server 2019 on Windows Server. Okay, Windows Server something like 2019. So if I want to install SQL Server 2019, what I should have? What I should have, guys, first? If I want to use WhatsApp, what I should have? A smartphone?
Operating system.
Correct.
Smartphone.
Smartphone
The
with
operating system.
right? So where we can get the operating system? Any device, we should have a device, right? Without
Yes,
device,
machine.
no operating system will be there, right? That device is called a machine or server. Are you getting the point, guys? Are you getting the point? So
Yeah.
now the first step will be, what is the first step? I should have a Windows machine. Windows machine. So who will take care of this Windows machine? Which team will take care of the Windows machine?
Windows team IT.
Winapps team.
Yes.
The Windows team.
Windows admin.
Yeah, some companies they will call it as Windows team, some companies they will call it as Wintel team, some companies they will call it as Winapps team. Okay, Wintel team, first they are going to create a Windows machine with a Windows Server operating system. So after creating a Windows machine, to allocate IP addresses and all, and to allocate some networking related stuff and all, which team will involve, guys?
Security team.
security or network team. They are going to provide. Why? Because every machine will have one IP address. Like 23 participants are there in this class. Each one joined with a name so that I can easily refer who is talking. I can easily check who is talking and all. I can easily, okay, call their names and all so that you are going to respond, right? So if I want to connect to this Windows machine, what I should have? I should have Windows Server name and IP address. So that will be taken care by. And to make it communicate in the network team will establish a connection. So the what is the second team will involve in making the connections? Network team. Correct. So next, I want to install SQL Server. I need storage, right? In some organizations, Windows team itself will manage the storage, or in some companies, there will be a separate team called storage team. They are going to provide the storage 100 GB, 200 GB, 500 GB, whatever we want. They are going to provide the storage. Is it clear, guys? Right?
Yes.
Finally, the machine is ready with storage, with IP address, with connections, and it is communicating properly with the operating system. Finally, the machine is ready. Then only DBA team will involve in installing the SQL Server. Is it clear? The hierarchy is clear, guys. So without doing the other teams, if they are not performing their tasks, DBA team can't install SQL Server. Windows team has to build the Windows machine. For them, network team and storage team will help. And once Windows machine is ready with a proper RAM, CPU, storage, connections, then DBA team will connect to that server and then they are going to start installing the SQL servers. Guys, is this clear, everyone? Everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? So all these
Yeah.
teams involved in creating a new machine. All Windows team we should have so we have to communicate to all these teams, Windows, network, and storage team, okay, and application team. Application team, right? They are asking for their purpose. So what and all, what will be the instance name, what version they need, right? This will be given by app team, right? So app team, so DBA team has to communicate with all these teams to install the SQL Server, guys. Fine. Right. Now I said, right, we should have a Windows machine. We should have a Windows machine to install SQL Server. So we have two types of Windows machines. One is physical machine. Second one is virtual machine. Physical machine or BM, PM or BM. What is this BM? Can anyone tell? What is BM?
Bare metal. Virtual machine.
Very good, Prasad. Bare metal. Bare metal means physical machines. What is the difference between physical and virtual machines, guys? What is the difference?
Physical machine we can touch it and feel it.
You can feel, you can touch.
Virtual is kind of cloud.
Not exactly. Okay, we can treat like that also, but
It is related to
it is not
network type.
existing. Virtual machine is not existing originally, but it is just an image created over virtual environment.
So physical machine means your physical device, right? For example, you can see your phone, right? You can see your phone, you can feel your phone, you can touch your phone. That is a physical device that you can see, feel, and touch it. But in everyone's phone, there is a virtual assistant, right? If it is Android, you can see a Google Assistant. If it is iPhone, you can see a Siri. So can you touch Siri? Is it possible? Tell me, guys, can you touch Siri or
No.
Google Assistant? No. But can you feel Siri?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can feel Siri. Okay, you can I mean to say you can listen Siri's voice, but you cannot touch Siri. Why? Because Siri is existed virtually. But without a physical device, is it existed virtually? Is it possible without a physical device? Can any software exist virtually? Is it possible, guys?
No.
Not at all possible, right? Without an iPhone, I cannot see a Siri, I cannot feel Siri. Without an Android phone, I cannot feel a Google Assistant. So earlier, 1990s up to 2005, okay, so most of the machines are physical machines only. You can see, I guess you're all okay, completed BTechs, MTechs, postgraduates, something like you did, right? So if you go to your college lab, you can see many servers physically, you can see, okay, 10, 20 lab machines you can see in the lab. Those are all physical machines. But to set up that lab, how much setup you need? You need a building, you need a room, you need a cooling system, you need a network, right? So physical machines need lot of things, guys. Are you getting the point? Are you getting the point, guys? Physical machines need a lot of setup, network, cooling system, okay, separate building, and power supply, continuous power supply should be there for physical machines. And something happened to any physical machine, you have to go to that machine physically and then only you have to fix it, right, guys? Agreed? Agreed,
Yes,
guys?
sir.
Right? So that is the challenges, those are the challenges of the physical machines, guys. Later, maybe from 2005 onwards, virtual machines are introduced into the market. Virtual machines are introduced into the market means they are going to exist virtually. Virtual machines are going to exist virtually, guys. You can see, you can feel, but you cannot touch virtual machines. Again, I'm saying, but if you want to use virtual machine, this virtual machine also will be created as a image in any physical machine, guys. Okay, so let me explain how the virtual machines will work. Okay, so imagine this is my organization. Okay, so generally physical machines means you can see servers like this. Okay, different machines will be there. So imagine this is the organizational data center, guys. What is data center? Any idea what is data center?
From
Just
where the
like a
data is
repository.
managed.
Servers are managed.
Right, where we are going to manage the servers, that building, that area, okay, whether it is a small room or it is a big building, you can call it as a data centers. Collection of servers, you can call it as a data centers. This is how physically it will exist. Imagine this data center is in Hyderabad, DC. Okay, so in case if something goes wrong, who has to fix the issue? If something goes wrong with this machine, it is there in Hyderabad mind space. Okay, what is that area? I text it mind space. Mind space is an area in Hyderabad. Okay, it's a IT park in Hyderabad. So it was there in this in one building in a mind space. It was there. So if this is creating a problem, this is not running. So who has to check this? Some technician has to go physically and he has to check, right? Windows guy or whoever, he has to go to Hyderabad office. If he is there locally in the office, he'll go and check the server. Right. If he is not there, maybe data center is in Hyderabad, but people are working from Bangalore. So you have to send any technician from Bangalore to Hyderabad, and then he has to fix the issue if it is physical machine. Are you getting the point, guys? Is it clear?
Yeah.
And physical machines occupies lot of space. Imagine this many servers are there in the room. Imagine 100 servers are there in the room. So 100 servers, how much heat they are going to generate? So to cool, if you don't cool it, the hardware components can be damaged. So I have to provide continuous cooling system to the room or building. I have to provide continuous electricity to the building. And how much e-waste is going to be generated? How much heat is going to be generated to the environment? Right? So this is how it will be. This is the problem challenges with the physical machines. Later, what some companies did is they introduced a concept called virtual machines. So what is this virtual machine, guys? Virtual machine, I told you, if you want to work with Siri, you should buy iPhone. If you want to feel Google Assistant, you should buy an Android phone. Physical device will be there, but the assistants will be existed as a virtually in that particular physical device. So for any machine, tell me what are the main resources, guys, for any machine or any server or any computer. What would be the main resources? Tell me, guys,
CPU,
what
hard disk.
CPU, disk, and
CPU,
RAM, right?
yes.
RAM.
Right.
Right. So now imagine this is my company. Let me make it big. Imagine this is my company. Okay. Right. So I'll have memory. So I'll have a memory pools. I'll buy a memory pool. I mean RAM, lot of RAM I'll buy, I'll maintain like this. Okay, right. And I'm going to buy some CPU cores. CPU cores. I'm going to buy some CPU cores and I'm going to manage CPU cores like this. Okay, imagine each one is 4-core CPU. Okay, this is a pool of memory, a pool of CPU, and a pool of storage. Okay, a drive. Now, okay. Okay. So pool of RAM and CPU and storage or disk. So using these resources, what I'll do using a separate software called virtualization software. Using a separate software, I am going to create virtual machines. I'm going to take a 16 GB RAM from this pool. I am going to take a 16-core CPU from this pool. I am going to take a 500 GB disk from this pool. And finally, using one software called virtualization software, I can create the virtual machines. I can create the virtual machines. So to do that, you need one software help, right? That software is called virtualization software, guys. Virtualization software. Okay. So it's like a petrol. See, once petrol is over, you are going to again refill, right? Correct. So I'm going to use 16 GB RAM to my virtual machines. Okay. Let me create a virtual machine. Virtual machine. Okay. This would be fine. Okay. So I can create, see, for example, if this machine needs 16 GB RAM. Okay. Imagine this machine needs 16 GB RAM. See, imagine this machine needs a 16 GB RAM. What I'll do, I'm going to take some RAM from this RAM pool and I'm going to allocate Control Z. I'm going to allocate to this machine, guys. So I'll take a 16 GB RAM from this pool, 16 core CPU from this pool, 500 GB hard disk from this pool. Using this software, I'll allocate to this machine and I'll create this virtual machine, guys. So this virtual machine will exist virtually. You can see virtually, you can feel it, but you cannot touch it like physical machines. You cannot see with your naked eyes. You can see the existence, but you cannot see physically, okay, with your naked eyes. That's how it is going to work, guys. Is it clear how virtual machines are going to be created? Is it clear, guys? This is just a diagrammatically I'm explaining. Physically I'll explain again. I'm going to show you. Okay. So as of now, is it clear? Everyone?
Yes.
So the
Yes.
software that will be
Yes.
used, the software that will be used to create the virtual machine is called virtualization software. So can anyone tell me what and all virtualization softwares are there in the market?
VirtualBox, VMware.
Very good. Okay. So using VirtualBox and Oracle, that was from Oracle, using Oracle VirtualBox software or using VMware software. VMware is very famous. I hope you heard that name. And using hypervisor from again Microsoft. Okay. There is one more software called Hyper-V. So these are all the major leaders in the virtualization. Like in the SQL Server, in the database industry, how we have SQL Server, MySQL, NoSQL, Oracle. In the same way, in the virtualization industry, we have VMware, Oracle VirtualBox, and Hyper-V. So to practice, we are going to use Oracle VirtualBox software, guys. Is it clear? So now when you allocate, say for example, this is around 256 GB RAM. So now you allocated some RAM from this 256 GB, okay, to this machine. So imagine you allocated 32 GB. So 256 minus 32. How much it will be there? That much will be left. Again, you allocated 64 GB, remaining the balance. So when you allocate the resources, this will be like the reserved pool will be, it will be like decreased. The values will be decreased, right? Again, like I told you, once the petrol is over, once the fuel is over, you are going to refill, right? In the same way, when you allocate the RAM, when you allocate CPU, when you allocate storage, people will keep on adding RAM, CPU, memory, and storage to the pool, guys. So you can create more VMs. Is it clear? Everyone?
Yes. Yeah.
That's how virtualization will be there, guys. Guys, any questions, let me know. Now we are almost, we are at 9:30. We are going to close the session now. I'll show you the creation, how to create VMs and all in the next session. It will take time, right? So is it clear, or any questions, any doubts here?
Clear.
Right. If it is clear, okay. Where is this? Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So as you know that I initially promised 2 free classes. So this is the 3rd free class. So demos are over. And I just posted that link again. Yesterday's link I just posted in the chat, in the group chat. I hope you can see that. And okay, so let me copy paste. You have to fill this and you have to confirm me by afternoon today so that you will get the new meeting links for evening's class. Please fill this. Why? What happened? One minute, guys. What happened to this? Okay, got it.
It's showing already responded.
Only few people responded, but still people has to respond. But let me do one thing. Okay. Right. Okay, chalo, no problem. So guys, I just posted that. I'm not sure whether it is working or not. Let me again.
One we have submitted. Can we check it that whether you have
Yeah,
received from our
those
side?
who already submitted, no issues. Okay, those who hasn't submitted yet, they have to submit.
No, I have submitted. So how can I confirm from the side?
That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to check and I'll update you. Okay. So use this link.
Prashant,
If you
yeah,
already
Prashant.
submitted, that will be fine. Okay. If you already submitted, that will be fine, guys.
Okay.
Okay. So guys, I just posted the link again. You can use the latest link. If you already submitted, that will be fine. And again, one more thing is that you have to confirm me by today afternoon. Don't confirm me by 6:59 p.m. IST. Okay. There are some formalities to complete, right? So please, people will complete. They will confirm. Shanmukh, I'm interested. At 6:59, they will ping. What I can do at 6:59 if you ping. So don't do that before 4 p.m. Just confirm me by confirm me today, so that we'll complete the formalities, and then link will be changed by today evening, and new link will be updated for the registered students, guys. Okay. So anything is there, guys? Are we good?
Good night, sir.
Fine. Yeah. I
We have
hope
to
you have.
again fill the form.
Sorry, Srikanth.
We have to fill that form again.
No,
or,
no. If you already filled, that will be fine. Those who don't filled, that some people joined like this is their first class. They have to fill it. Okay. Right.
So for registered students, there will be a new link, right? So
Correct.
that
Correct.
will be the final link
Yes, that
through
will
which
be the
we can
final link.
connect.
Yes, that will be the final link.
Every week we can use the
Yes,
same
yes,
ones,
yes.
right?
Yeah, correct. We'll get a separate link. That will be the final link.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, Shanmugh, that form link will comes to WhatsApp link or WhatsApp.
You want me to send through WhatsApp?
No. Where I will get that one?
You can see in the Zoom chart. Zoom chart. Open your Zoom
Okay.
chart. So
Yes, sir.
is
Let's
they
work on timing. We are tired. Can we go?
Doris?
Is the class over?
Yeah,
No, we're
this
still
is over.
gonna
This is
wake up.
this is over. This is over. Guys, those who already filled,
Yes.
you can disconnect, guys. No problem. Okay, and the link will
Thank you,
be
Shanmugh.
changed.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Shanmugh.
Shanmugh, where we get a link of the
Ping me in
next
the
class?
WhatsApp.
It's
Ping me in the WhatsApp. Ping me in the WhatsApp, Arshit.
okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you have my number, right, guys? I hope you have my number.
So send me a link that number, right?
Yes. From there itself, you are going to get it. But ping me in the WhatsApp, okay, so that we'll complete the formalities, and then we'll get a new link. Okay. So I just posted my number again in the chat, guys. Okay. So in case if you want, you can just save this number and you can ping me in the WhatsApp, so that we'll complete the formalities quickly, and then we'll continue in the evening onwards, guys. Chalo, any other questions we have?
Sir, for people staying out of India, do we need to enter full address?
Not
Just the
required.
location
Not
is
required.
fine?
Just location, city, state, country is enough. Okay, and that too,
Okay.
if you are from New Zealand, just mention New Zealand. That's it. No need of any city and all.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Chalo, guys. Any other things to discuss?
Thank you, sir. See
Yeah,
you
thank you,
next week.
Sinika. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Bye. Are you going to join in the evening session?
No, it will be midnight for me, like
Okay.
2:30 a.m.
Correct. That will be fine, Sinika. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to attend, but again, it's too
Yeah,
odd.
I got
At
you.
least if it is like 11 p.m., I can attend, but 2:30 is too
You
odd.
know, people are attending. Benai is from UK only. He is attending 2:30.
2:30 midnight.
2:30 midnight. He is joining.
Okay.
Benai is
Both
from,
classes.
yeah, both morning and evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him, but I work full time, so
I
and
can
full
understand.
time,
Yeah, I can understand.
and also we don't have servants, so full time at home also.
Right. I can
Full
understand. No problem.
time homework, housework, full time
Yeah,
that this.
I can
But
understand.
yeah, I can go through the recording and
Sure.
attend next class. But only problem is Saturday night's
No,
recording. If I get
I'll
immediately next day for Sunday, I can prepare.
next time onwards, I'll try to like make the recording available immediately once the class is over. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much for
Sunita.
that.
Yeah, thank you, Sunita. Bye.
Okay. See you next week.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you. Yeah, bye. So guys, anything to discuss? Are we good? Chiranjeevi, Farhana, Joel, Lalita.
Yeah, Shanmugh, this is Sudhir.
Yeah, Sudhir.
Yeah, I have submitted form and sent that one.
Okay, done.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Swati, Lalita. Are we good?
Yeah, I will also submit the fill and submit the form, Shanmugh.
Okay, done. No problem. You have the link, right? So now I'm going to
Yes,
close the
I got
meeting.
the link from the chat.
So, yeah, go copy paste it into the notepad. I'll close the meeting so it will be closed again. Okay.
Sure, Shanmugh.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. We'll see you soon.
Yesterday, I'm already submitted in the
That will be
form.
fine, Swati. Yeah, that will be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll see you soon in the evening, guys. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.